Hi there Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 17th of March. As this week begins, so Mercury says goodbye to your sign and moves into the zodiac sign of Pisces, joining with the Sun and also Neptune. Now if this rings a bell, it's because it did happen last month at the start of February, but of course tracked back into your sign in the middle of February through the retrograde. Now, as Mercury then went forwards in your sign, it's been pushing you to be inventive and creative and come up with schemes that can perhaps potentially become something more. So whatever you've been focusing on of late shows some potential this week in looking more solid. But how solid? Because last week's full moon is asking you to really scrutinise your ideas in a very vigorous way. Pull them apart a little bit. Be sure that they really can stand the test of time. Fortunately, Venus remains in your sign and is giving you a dazzling extra charisma, particularly in its alliance with Uranus, your co-ruler. And you may find yourself also having some wonderful encounters this week or conversations where you just really seem to come alive when you're talking to key people. But when Mercury moves, it is asking you to think a little bit more about some prosaic issues, possibly cash. And by the end of this week, it is going to be combining with Neptune once more. Now, of course, that happened in those first 2 weeks of February, and something may have seemed as clear as mush during that period of time. And if you did find it difficult to make your mind up about a plan or a strategy, there may be a little bit more of that again towards the end of this week. But what's going to help you hugely is the Sun moves on Thursday into a more logical, intellectual, cerebral part of your scope, which can help you to use your air element to its fullest extent. And therefore, your ability to check things out through discussion, through fact-finding, and just through thinking things through very quickly is definitely going to be improved hugely. However, there is still that potential for fogginess. So if you are discussing anything which can affect your long-term future, you do need to think about the ramifications if your circumstances changed in the here and now. And I don't think you're going to be completely certain about this until the end of the week following this one. But in terms of any interest in exchanges, being sociable, I do feel the Sun's move and the start of the astral year on Thursday can see the pace of your life pick up. It can be more sociable. You can find yourself buzzing around, doing lots of different things, and there can be a sense of excitement. But you also need to be aware that your nervous system and health do remain under the astral microscope due to a complex T-square which does involve your co-ruler Uranus, which can see you getting overtired, overdoing things, almost getting overexcited, over-aroused by quite a lot of psychological stimulation. So getting rest, few early nights, and not having too many distractions and giving yourself time to just be peaceful is going to be important, even though the Sun is going to be urging you to ramp up the pace of life and have more fun. So as this week draws to a close, don't be surprised if there are going to be some invitations coming your way. But if you are going to have a good night out, just be aware your nervous system could be more susceptible to toxins, sugars, calorific goodies basically. So just be careful what you imbibe as this week draws to a close. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.